One of the first things I like to do with people is ask them, what are your priorities? If you want to help somebody, you have to ask a person. You can't just say, you can't assume what's important to you. So it's an interesting thing because it's pretty universal. Most people will say the most important thing to them is their family, their wife, their kids. Also their health. And then down the line they'll say, I need to make a living. But we talk about priorities, even in making a living. Is being honest to you more important than making a living? Like, would you lie to make a living? No. What about your relationship with God? That's high, But when it comes down to it, when you actually look at the hours, the schedule, you'll find out that the wife and kids don't exist in the schedule. So therefore, one of the most important things for every human being to do is literally take a piece of paper and start to list your priorities. Just simply list your priorities. Now, I have thought about this a lot because this is what I do. And the reason I do it is because if I wouldn't do it to make a living, I wouldn't do it myself. Because I would be just like everybody else. I'm telling you, in all honesty, that's why I do what I do. Seriously. If a person starts to list his priorities and he really thinks it out, and like I say, it's pretty universal that people realize that their family is more important than their business. And they also realize that their relationship with God is more important than their business. And they also realize their health is more important than their business. There's a lot of things. Even relationships with their good friends is more important. And when you start to break it down and realize that part of being a normal Jew is to pray, to learn. You have to make a living. You have to be a neighbor. You have to be a parent. You have to be a husband. If you start to put it in time, you'll realize something that I've come to realize. And that is, if you are average intelligence like me, you will be a regular guy. And if you're not happy with that, you got a big problem. And if you are happy with that, you'll be a novelty like the Baal Shem Tov. Can you imagine the difference in the eyes of God when you have a person who's serving Him half-heartedly and in depression, or a person who's over everything he does in ecstasy, that he's involved in the service of God according to his level, according to his generation? It's awesome. It's awesome, the idea, the joy that we have the ability to cause joy in the higher worlds. And it all really starts with the proper attitude. If a person realizes that his actions and his words and his thoughts are pushing the supernal buttons to cause mercy to be awakened in the higher worlds, and he's doing it with absolute joy, he has power.